Everybody, a very good afternoon, good morning. How you doing? I'm Justine Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor and Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. And under this, we have lamps, mirrors, consoles. We have tables. We have bunker beds. We've got bags. We've got chess boards and a lot of other interesting items and stuff. And the bigger items include some really classy pieces, which are like tables which are inspired from sea, from planes and stuff. Then there are golf inspired categories where normally men and women who prefer golf, or people, normally corporate people, or those who are fond of sports prefer those. So we have tables in those, and we have other items as well. So I'm just heading out for a meeting, but then before that, I thought I'm going to do a share of some tips for the day and stuff. So desk storage, is really very important. So I've been sharing this, and I would like to remind people that it's very important to be organized. It's very important to have stuff categorized and placed in an organized manner, because you save a lot of time looking around for those. And a lot of people say that we don't have the time but to do that and stuff. So I think that's not the right approach. Right approach is to kind of find the time, make the time, the previous night organize yourself. So let's say if you have to go in the morning and you know that it's going to be a rush thing, and you have a family at home, and you've got servants coming in, or you've got dogs, and you've got elders in the family, so focusing on yourself becomes a little tedious and stuff. So what's really very important is, in the previous night, plan yourself and prepare yourself. So let's say put your shoes, put the clothes in place, take care of your computer, your phone adapter, the books you want to carry, the notepad you want to carry, the pen you want to carry, the visiting card folder you want to carry and stuff, so that helps. And this brings me to the topic which I'd written a few lines on a few months back. This is on designating a place to store each item, to store by category. It happens so many times that you come back home. It happens to people like me and a lot of people that they come back home and they kind of forget to put their keys in places where there are spaces designated for those. And in the morning, family members or other people are looking for it. So you have options there. Probably you can have two or three, keys in place. So if one is not found, the other one can be found and stuff. But a good idea is to kind of have a designated space where it is easy to reach. And if somebody is not at home and somebody is not on the phone and stuff, then it's easier to kind of place those, and there's no chaos at home and stuff. Okay. So the rationale behind is that people don't want to kind of get into this mode of organizing and storage and stuff, because they like chaos and they've got used to it and stuff. So for some people that may look like a very happening kind of an environment. It may look really amusing and fun, but then there are people like me who want to kind of value our time. We want to reach places on time and stuff, and we would like other people also to reach on time and stuff. So you have to be a little organized and stuff and not be lazy around it. Okay. So it's important not to have scattered. This I very strongly kind of endorse and I follow, because storing something nicely and in an orderly manner also kind of elevates the way you feel and stuff. You come into a clean house, you feel good. You come into an air conditioned apartment, you'll feel good. You have green plants around you, you'll feel good. You have cleanliness around you, you'll feel good. And chaos and mess in a house is a first sign of negativity and stuff. You may be a very positive person and stuff, but if there is clutter and there is mess, and it means that the energy is going to be very haphazard and a very like unstable kind of energy, because half the time there is only filth and dirt happening, and people don't feel comfortable also coming in and spending time there. At least people like me would not like that. Okay. So in an office setting, what is important? So if I've spoken about residence and home, so in an office setting, it's very important to kind of place your business cards, your stationery supplies, and your electrical gadgets and other stuff, in a systematic manner and stuff. You have to have documents, because they may be high priority. There may be pens you want to write down, there are visiting card folders, there are books you want to read. There's a coffee you want to have, so you can have like probably a butler tray, or you can have a compartment where you have coffee and tea bags and sachets lying, so you don't have to spend time stepping out and doing it. In my office, we have something other than this. And then there are people, of course, like Mr. Ratan Tata, who are so down to earth and humble. I have to share this, that if you were to ever meet him, that's such a great memory. That's a remarkable impression people leave on you. That if you have to have coffee or tea, there's a person like him who would actually personally get up and go and get coffee for you and stuff. And I see a lot of people do that. I would not like to take names here, but there are a lot of extremely, I would say, I mean, they're extremely nice people and bosses and personalities who'll actually get up and offer their own chair, and they'll go and get a chair. Okay, so this is something which I have faced in an office in Noida. So I would not like to share the name here, but the point is this, that those little things kind of leave an impression, because people remember that, and that's a remarkable sign of people who respect others, because leaving your own chair and your own table and offering someone else a chair is a great sign of respect, which people find little derogatory, and people who are arrogant or self-conceited think that, okay, it's my chair and the person can go and get their own kursi and their own place to sit on and stuff here. So that's really nice. That's really respectful. And then I also know certain people who are from Bangalore, and they are great personalities themselves. Whenever we meet up, they always make it a point to make the girls and the women comfortable. They'll make you sit on the chairs when they're clicking pictures and stuff. So these little things kind of leave an impression and leave a remarkable print on your mind, and it just shows the kind of respect people have, because this is what they've been brought up on, or they've learned during their course of work and stuff like that. And be respectful to people and stuff. So coming back to the point. You have to make adjustments also in your behavior and in your tempers and stuff, because you may have a clean house, you may have a great apartment, but if your state of mind and everything is not that awesome, then obviously it's going to be a pretty pathetic state to be in and stuff. And I've seen this so many times, that houses are clean, cupboards are clean, they have great cars, they have lots of dogs and stuff, but then the whole environment of the house is negative. There's less joy, there's less happiness, there's chaos happening there are arguments happening there are fights happening there and stuff. So very important is to kind of also kind of work on your own mindset and stuff, because you never know at what stage of life you're in and what kind of environments you're going to go into and stuff. So having your environment really positive and not letting somebody else's negativity should be the criteria and stuff. And in today's world, it's a science, and it's a research thing, that Facebook and WhatsApp are also kind of getting a little toxic and stuff. So we were having a meeting in our building the other day, and we were talking about people who share only negative feedback, and they're constantly complaining in the WhatsApp group and stuff. And there are people who are really working hard to kind of make things happen in our neighborhood and in our community. So it's a big put off. So they've been blocked and stuff, but it's just an example of how people can be unappreciative and stuff. And no matter how good you do or what great work you do, people are not appreciative and stuff. So it's okay. I mean, you don't have to always get appreciation. You don't have to always get kind of validation from them. But the point is, take action if you recognize that someone is not making you feel positive, and you're not happy with the behavior, you're not appreciating it, it's affecting you negatively, it's adding to the bad vibes of the room and stuff, it's changing the direction of the environment and stuff. Make it a point to kind of deactivate those people and also block them and move on. And I'm telling you, I've been working so hard on this topic for a few months with a lot of people, that negative news and quality content is more important, because during Corona there were these personalities who were showing on my wall. I know for sure it was a planned thing. So were their friends and stuff. So I could see that they were kind of planting and planning, and they were kind of sharing these news and stuff, because they wanted to get the attention of a lot of people. But you get into a loop, and there's a research which was shared a few days back on my Facebook. It is also talking about organizing your mind, because smartphones have this thing about kind of putting in your loop, getting you into negativity, getting you into anxious modes, getting the stress levels rising and stuff, because these people who are doing it are loving it, they're enjoying it, they're promoting their own technology, they're promoting their own brands, but then the long-term picture is not very clear, and it's happening also with iPhone and stuff. So what's really very important is not just the external not just the external factors like these, which are the phones and computers and social media and stuff. What's very important is also to have kind of balance and kind of a feel great environment where you are, because you drive, you face the weather, you have these challenges of city travel, meeting different people, different exposures, different experiences, different personalities. And then when you come back home, you want to retreat and you want to kind of be in a place where you're relaxed and feeling good, and you're getting charged back. घर का purpose यही है कि आप when you come back, you want to kind of recharge your batteries, you want to kind of rejuvenate and get back, you know. So hope these tips help. So love and luck. I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decon Design. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day, and maintain discipline in a lot of things. You don't have to be over disciplined, but of course organizing yourself and kind of designating places to store stuff helps. And it also means organizing your mind and kind of taking charge of it, because what people are showing you is what they are, and what you want to see is something which you can always choose, and the power is with you. Okay, so take care, love and luck, and have a blast and enjoy yourself. Cheers to you on a lovely chai. This has got some ginger in it and stuff, so it's really good for the throat. It's got some healing it's got some healing components as well, so enjoy. Put in ginger, put in black pepper or whatever, and pamper yourself and take care of yourself. Okay, so love and luck, take care, have a blast, bye bye.